Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Ted.
And welcome back to Awesome Quest.
With Castlevania. Again, I don't know how to access this screen outside of, like, leaving it. Like, load. Oh, no, but we're started back to the... Okay. Manual. Huh. Display settings. Pixel, original, pixel perfect. Oh, well.
Well, we can change the aspect ratio, apparently.
Nah. And we've been doing that already, so frame... Well! Nah. Yeah, so much I didn't know!
We have not been playing this for very long.
Yeah, no. Fucking bird!
There he goes.
He's off screen.
He's like, fuck, I'm out of here!
Before you hit me with the holy water. Damn you,
God
avian not friend.
So, I have a question for you.
Crows and ravens are really smart, though.
They are.
They're scary.
I have a weird question for you.
Okay. Favorite hentai?
Book that no. Book that got you into reading.
The book that got me into studying literature in depth was Dracula.
Okay.
And how's that for irony, considering what we're playing right now?
That is very, like, on the nose a little bit. I can tell you the book that got me into actually enjoying reading versus, like, dreading reading.
Yeah?
And that was Aragon.
Oh, okay.
I originally read it probably at the age of 13. And I really wish I had it on hand to show you just how ratty it is now. But, like, I have read it so many times, like, that the book itself is falling apart at the seams. Because I have just read it that many times in a row.
Nice.
But it's the reason, like, and don't get me wrong, it does not stand up to the expectations I had as a child.
Wasn't the author pretty dang young as well?
Aragon came out when he was 17, yes.
Well, then again, we're getting to the area where... We're getting to the area where we're gonna need more of the...
Upward?
Yeah, and also the pocket watch works well here.
Yeah. Yeah, if I remember right, Christopher Paolini put out Aragon at the age of 16 or 17.
Yeah.
It is not a perfect book by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, we're doing my D&D party have set up like a book club where we're watching.
No!
Well, where we're reading Aragon.
And then the next Medusa's gonna get me.
And we're talking about how... we're talking about it. And, like, I have certain thoughts on Aragon as an adult that I did not as a child. And that is that it is not very well written. Like, for instance, the first, like, 3 chapters are, like, huge exposition dumps told by one character who's supposed to be kind of our audience, or, like, not our audience surrogate, but, told by the mentor to the audience surrogate.
Okay.
So we get these, like, huge exposition dumps, that, like, as an adult, I'm like, well, that's not subtle storytelling, and then I think back on it, and I'm like, well, this was a, like, young adult novel.
I ran right into that. Damn you, damn you, Ted, who is wanting to get stuff done and not take the time to think.
Yeah. But, like, I go back and think about it, and I'm like, well, I can't be too harsh, because this was, like, this story was developed for kids, like, of a certain age.
I'm not doing too well on timing either. Nope, too early.
Like, compare Christopher Paolini's writing to, like, H.P. Lovecraft's. It's, like, on a completely different level, but then again...
Lovecraft's a horrible, horrible racist, so...
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong, Lovecraft is a horrible, horrible person.
If you don't believe us, look up his cat's name.
Yeah, we are not going to tell you what his cat's name is. We can't actually say those words.
Yeah, neither
because,
of us.
A, it's a it is not a good word.
It's a horrible, horrible slur.
And B, I don't think it's
get us demonetized.
I don't think it's necessary for us to tell you what he named his cat when you can look up what he named. Did that skeleton just jump off?
All of them have been doing that. actually.
Okay.
I mean, I only have 1 pip of health anyway, so... It's not like
yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
you're on a
me.
new life, and every time you walk through a door, that's a checkpoint. I think.
Possibly.
It's been a while. Oh, goodness. It's been a while!
By Stained.
Yeah.
I tell you that the
man,
reason
I'm
I
glad
have...
I took... So, between episodes, we both went upstairs and I took some migraine medicine, and I'm so glad I have, because, like, I have one starting to generate as well. Dude, migraines are the fucking pits, man. They're so bad. Why does our brains do this?
I don't know. God, I feel like this would be really fun to play drunk.
It would be. Oh, by the way, my mom's getting Tony Pacos. Want anything?
Oh, yeah, sure. In fact, let's pause the episode.
So we will be right back. And we're back.
Yep. With this crazy thing again. I don't actually know what this does. We could probably try it, but I don't know how to access it, so...
Yeah.
Ready? I do like how that has the little stopwatch thing. With...
Yeah.
Oh, I had it paused in the game, too. Okay.
Alright, here we go. Man, I'm excited. I haven't had... Oh, no.
Oh, wasn't that just fair?
I'm excited about this. I haven't had Tony Pacos in so long. So if... For the rest of you, because...
It's a Toledo thing.
It is a Toledo, Ohio exclusive. It is, What... Was he Hungarian?
I don't know.
There was this guy named Tony Paco.
Hungarian and Polish population in Toledo.
Yeah. There's this guy, who opened a restaurant called Tony Paco's. And this is... when my dad was young. Like, so these restaurants have been around forever. And they make, like... homemade hot dogs and like all of their ingredients they make there. Like I think the only thing they get in is the ingredients and then they make everything from scratch there. And they use like natural casings and all this other great stuff. So like the food is awesome.
And a actor, oh, what's his name? He was in m.a.s.h. He was the cross-dressing.
We thought we saw him that one time.
Well, that and he was in love with my great aunt.
Yep.
Jamie
Farr?
Yeah.
Yes.
My great aunt Yvonne.
Yeah, so Jamie Farr.
Actually, great aunt, I think.
Who's also from around here, like swears up and down about Tony Pacos. Tony Pacos is just one of those restaurants that, like,
if you're in the Toledo
if you're
area,
ever
you
in Toledo, you gotta go. You just gotta go. Because it is like...
damn you, Skeleman.
God, Skeleman. But it is like primo Toledo, Ohio food.
Scott Skeleman is just the most annoying guy.
Harvey Skeleman.
I like Scott Skeleman more.
It's better,
it
more
has the alliteration. And now I have the short baby whip. Take it
there
longer.
We go. But yeah, like I adore Tony Pacos. I'm really glad we get to have some, and I'm glad I get to eat it while on my diet. Oh, jeez. There we go. Nice.
I wasn't actually looking at the screen.
Really?
No, I was like half looking at the corner with all the paint. Because it's funny, because these last several ones, the times I'm not actually paying attention to me playing the game, I've done the best.
Wow. Nice.
It's so weird how that works. Because, like, it's when you're so focused and in the zone, you end up screwing yourself over.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm trying to kill this guy.
Nice.
Them hearts. But earlier on, you asked like what my favorite mythical monster was, and I'm still mulling over it because it's one of those things where I'm not sure.
Now, if we're talking like Dracula era mythical creatures, it's werewolves for me. If we're talking about mythological creatures in general, it's the Medusa.
Oh yeah.
Because like I love the
We're
power
skipping it.
set that
Yeah.
Medusa has. And B, like, I don't know. Medusa's just
This
rad.
is cool.
The werewolves are pretty easy. Like, if you look at me, you could be like, that guy likes werewolf stories.
I find a lot of things really interesting. I find different ideas of, like, different cultures' interpretations of vampires. I'm more the kind of person who looks at, like, different cultures and be like, oh, this is interesting, because they have different interpretations of the idea.
Yeah.
So I usually don't stick
the
to just one.
I think it's the Chinese version of the zombie is my favorite one.
Zhangxi.
The Zhangxi that are, like, actually rigor mortis. So, like, they have to, like, hop on their toes to chase people.
Ah, now there are two!
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna let myself die. Kill me! Take me now! Kill me. Yeah.
There we go.
Simon got boned. He got boned real hard.
Right up the booty, too. Where'd my water go?
I don't know.
Because, so, quick context. We're in a basement when we record.
Yeah.
And our basement gets super dry. So, I'm constantly hydrating because my throat gets really sore just from kind of being down here.
What the fuck?
Did you hit it?
I hit it once. What happened?
I don't know. It bugged out.
Thank you. NES games. I'll take it. Oh.
No!
That figures.
Yeah.
The good game giveth, the good game taketh away.
Mm-hmm. But so yeah, like, we have to be really careful in this basement about hydration because it's so dry down here.
I got a nosebleed for the first time in like 4 months yesterday, and it was like, and I started getting a migraine on the road.
Oh no.
And then the nosebleed started up again.
Yeah. You gotta be careful about that stuff. I know for a fact that, like, I got a nosebleed also recently. And it was a combination of the air being so dry down here, and then the biggest sneeze I have ever had in my entire life. Yeah.
Because...
Speaking of which, guys, like, this is gonna sound weird, but don't automatically assume someone has Backstreet Boys tickets.
Just because they cough.
Just because they cough.
It's kind of allergy season as well right now.
And it is the worst allergy season I've dealt with in a long time. Like, the pollen count is fucking astronomical right now. So, like, don't just automatically assume somebody's sick, because they might not be. They could...
I actually forgot to jump for a sec.
Oh no.
I'm that frustrated. Hey, that crow saved me.
Oh,
I would have jumped off to that.
No!
And that poor crow's sacrifice.
So I think the trick is to drop the time stone right before you
deal with
try
that
and
one.
jump that gap.
Yeah. That heart.
Nice.
It's one of those things where the timing on this is a bit strange.
Well, that was kind of the point, wasn't it? Like, the whole idea of this game was to make the timing strange, to make it as difficult as possible.
Yep, you gotta learn.
So it's not even that the monsters are super hard to kill.
It's that you as the player need to pay attention to when to do the action. Otherwise, the game punishes you for it, which is really nice, because it's... And the crows are suicide bombers.
Yeah, the crows are hard. Flying enemies in games like this are always just hard, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're designed against, like... Every video game designs its enemies against the player. Like, that's your job as a video game developer. You're supposed to develop a difficult scenario for your player. But Castlevania and Dark Souls are two of the most brutal examples of this. Like, the devs were like, you know what? I want to make this kid. I want to make this, like, 13-year-old kid who's playing at home for his first time playing an RPG fantasy game. He's like, oh man, I'm going to get into fantasy. I want to make him forget he's interested in fantasy. I want to make him so mad, he decides fantasy isn't worth it. Nice. But yeah, like, so, like, with what's going on, and I said this on the D&D stream game, like, support one another. Like, I know everybody's scared and everybody's freaking out about this whole situation, and some people don't believe it's real. Here is your official Darwin Award. But I'm not even gonna be apologetic about that. If you don't believe that the like,
you said it. You said it.
That the Backstreet Boys tickets are wrong.
Tour?
Yeah. Just bleep that.
I have I actually downloaded a thing for that, so
nice.
I can bleep it. Yeah.
But if you seriously, like, this is a time to come together. Maybe not in person, but as a community of, like, care. Like,
it's too bad those rich folk don't care about us.
Exactly. So, like,
fuck you, Jeff Bezos. Unless you're willing to give me like $10 billion, then I'll shut up.
Yeah. Give me some money, I'll shut up.
I want either less corruption or more opportunity to participate in it.
Yeah. Well, most people do. I mean, I
don't even feel scummy saying that, because it's true of everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah!
That is kind of like the classic idea. Like, granted, if I were given $10 billion, I'd probably donate half of it as soon as I got it.
Yeah, because no one person or any family even needs that much.
Yeah, not to mention, like, if, let's say I made $10 billion tomorrow. Like, let's just use that as an example. I pay the taxes on it because, I'm not a fucking, like, anti-government douche. Like, listen, a lot of Republicans find a way to avoid paying taxes by throwing their capitalist businesses overseas, so they don't support our government.
Not
therefore
Republicans
they
necessarily. There are plenty of
capitalists.
Capitalists that are also Democrat or otherwise or whatever they are. It's both sides of the aisle.
It is
fucking with the system,
but
taking advantage.
I will say
the system.
That is true, but at least the Democrats are usually quiet about it. Like, the Republicans usually brag about it.
I don't think either party is any smarter about it.
No, I don't. I think you're right. But
it's just that the group currently in charge has gotten a bit emboldened because of who they have in office.
Yeah. But seriously, like, I'd pay the taxes on it.
Damn me and my
ambitions. Then I'd probably put like 90% of it in a account that's just gonna grow forever. So, like, I would never have to worry about money again.
Fucking Medusa head!
Damn it!
I wasn't even paying attention.
We're doing so good.
Yeah.
Well, you've still got one. You've got one life left, so, like.
And this will be the last one of the.
I believe in
episode.
You. Yep. But yeah, like, I don't understand the people who are like, I'm just gonna take all this money and hoard it away forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could be doing so much good with it.
They're human dragons.
Yeah. I was like, human dragons? What are you talking? Oh, hordes!
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Well, that is where we will end it for this time, guys. We will see you in the next one.
Bye.